Welcome. This is Matt Barbie with Time for Success, and I've got Clay Green here, and he is the conscious flow master, right? Is that
Yes,
fair to?
that
Yeah. Okay.
word.
Good. Good.
Sure.
Or
Conscious flow control.
yes, yes, and that's kind of about being in the zone. And Clay and I are collaborating on a workshop coming up. Well, it's really a 12-week workshop coming up about how to master that conscious flow control and how to be in the zone at will. So Clay, like who would this be good for? Who really needs this class?
I love the question, Matt. It's great to see you. The most profitable people that I work with are business owners that are somewhere in the six-figure range. They're over that first 100 grand. And we're talking revenue, and they're working on scaling and growing and becoming more consistent because they're normally the ones that are really drained and exhausted and are really pushing for that next step.
Yeah.
So those are people that tend to get a lot out of this 12 weeks. But having said that, real quick, conscious flow control, controlling your flow states consciously, every human on the planet benefits from it. Your boy Tom
Absolutely.
Brady, every athlete. Athletes are the ones that we can really look at and see how they set up their whole life around that performance on game day.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be a good example of what we're talking about. Taking the individual and bringing their performance to a peak for a specific amount of time, multiple times a day.
Oh, that's excellent. Yeah. I mean, everybody really does need that. Everybody needs to be able to focus at some point in time and knock something out. But
Get it
I
done.
know, I mean, I work with business owners as well who are trying to take and scale or grow their business on the strategy side. So, I mean, you're definitely speaking to me, but to put those things in place, you got to sit down, focus, and get it done. And man, with all the distractions that we have in life, every beep and boop from your phone, and you're thinking you need to scroll to Facebook, and you got customers that are calling you, and you've got employees that are calling you, and you got your family and all that. It's even more critical to do more with the little time you might have to be able to focus, right?
Yes, yes. That's my favorite client. Speaking of quantity of time and things done, the reason I call her my favorite client is because she's an accountant and
Mhm.
she checks the boxes, looks at the spreadsheets at a level that I frankly don't want to. She's my accountant and bookkeeper. Um, but she literally was able the very first time that she went into the state of flow, um, consciously using a flow launch and a flow landing routine for that little work session. She set a timer for 50 minutes and she doubled her output and kind of freaked out because she thought she must have missed the timer, but she literally did it in half the time. So
Amazing.
literally twice as much work done than she normally did in half the time. She was hooked. I
Awesome.
love Casey. She's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, shout out to Casey. So yeah, I mean, so it's anybody who wants to do like twice the amount of work in half the time. Is that basically what you're saying? Yeah. Yeah.
That's
All right.
it's actually depending on the work. The most shocking one is CEOs, real leaders
Mm-hmm.
that have this mix of creativity and actual application of the creativity. They have this really hybrid lifestyle. Some measurements have and some systems have measured their dramatic increase in productivity up to 500x.
Wow.
I don't
Wow.
use that like in any my marketing because it's just like what? How do you
Right.
measure that? It's just,
Exactly.
but having said that, Casey has gone on to do incredible things with her box checking as well.
Fantastic.
So, yeah.
Well, thank you. I really look forward to this. It's going to be here in a few weeks, so we look forward to having you there. And I'm anybody again who wants to do more with the limited amount of time that they have. I mean, everybody's only got so much time in their life, so the more powerful you can be with it, the better off you're going to be. We look forward to having you there.